Well, hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here. My name is Tim Connor and welcome to the beautiful city and port of Cadiz. Cadiz is located in southwestern Spain, and as a port and city itself is over 3,000 years old. Consequently, because of this, wherever you look around you, you just get to see a wealth of culture and history. Even the surrounding areas are just as picturesque as Cadiz itself, including Seville and Puerto de Santa Maria, so there's plenty to do and see in the area. Back in 1493, even Christopher Columbus set off from here on his second expedition to head off and conquer the Americas. So with all that being said, let's head out and have a little bit of exploring. Due to Cadiz's geographical location down here in southwestern Spain, it actually juts out from the mainland a bit. Now what this means is that the Cadiz city as a whole is surrounded by a plethora of absolutely stunning and beautiful beaches. So stunning in fact that many of them, including this one that we're on right now, the Victoria Beach, has won many blue European flag awards for both its cleanliness and the way it has been maintained. During the summer it is absolutely packed out with tourists and with the locals who come down here to enjoy both the scenery, of course the surfing here, and all the additional beach activities that are available. And that's everything from beach soccer, beach volleyball, kite flying, and once again the before mentioned surfing. All the way along the city walls here, you'll find the markets, and the markets stretch the entire way along the edge. Now these markets sell everything from local produce and of course the fish that the guys catch from around here. Now they still do this in the same manner they've been doing for hundreds of years. They stand there in their white coats shouting out at the top of their voices, and some beautiful fish and some great deals can be found along here. So down here on the Victoria Beach, you'll also find the Victoria Hotel, which is built on the original site of the original hotel itself. Now this hotel has some great deals going for it and offers some absolutely superb and stunning views of both out over the ocean and down of Old Town Cadiz itself. Now we're standing here in Old Town Cadiz, and as you can see behind me here we have the cathedral. Now this cathedral took 116 years to build, and as a consequence spanned 3 separate architectural eras, which gave it a very unique and distinctive design. Now you can go inside, have a look around the ruins and the archaeological site, but you can also climb to the top of the North Tower over here, and it does offer some absolutely stunning and spectacular views. So that is exactly what we're going to do right now. Wow. Now that is a view. Now, the views that are offered from here on top of the old cathedral are absolutely spectacular, as you can see directly here behind me. Now, when you get up here, as you can probably hear playing in the background, we also have a little bit of an audio tour, which is available in several languages. Now, looking out across the rooftops, you can see there aren't very many high-rise buildings, and this tower at the cathedral is in fact the highest point in the whole of the surrounding area. What you may notice as you look across the rooftops, so not only are there lots of little rooftop areas for people to come and sit out and the laundry to be placed out, but there's also quite a few little rooftop turrets. Now the purpose of these turrets is they were originally built so that when the fishermen were coming in from the oceans, those people who were going to be taking them to market that day could climb up into the turrets and watch out for their own fishing boats that they owned coming back with the produce to sell for later that day. Now, looking across the surrounding area as well, you will notice that a lot of these buildings are very tightly packed together. And over the years, even though the population has decreased slightly here in Cadiz, it is still one of the most densely populated areas in Europe. But either way, still plenty of history, plenty of culture, and as you can see from here, simply stunning and spectacular views.
Allí no encuentra la razón. échate una buena rumba y baila, 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 no pa' olvidar, si no pa' llevar.
Now, as you can see here behind me, we have the main dome of the old cathedral here in Cadiz. An absolutely beautiful structure, and as you may notice, although a little weathered, the original top of it was painted gold. Now, the reason for this was that before the days of GPS and all the modern technologies, when the fishing vessels and vessels from America were crossing over, this was basically used as a natural, almost lighthouse, and that gold dome would reflect the natural sunlight out into the ocean and enable the seafarers to find their way here into the port of Cadiz. As you travel across the world, different places have their different famous landmarks. For instance, you travel to Egypt to see the pyramids, or you go to Rome to see the Colosseum. And what do you come to Cadiz for? You come here for the seafood. We're here at Las Flores, which is here in Cadiz, one of the most popular and well-renowned seafood restaurants. And it kind of goes on a fast food kind of concept. You can come in and either have a takeaway, or you can sit down and have a meal. And here out in front of me, we have just a little selection of some of the things on offer. We've got the fried shrimp, we've got the fried calamari, we have the tortillas de camarons, which is like a little shrimp fritter and is very popular around here in Cadiz. And also we have something down here, which apparently I'm told is a little bit of fried shark. So we'll be trying that as well. But the food here is once again exquisite, and so we're going to try a little bit out. Now, Cadiz also has some of the most beautiful botanical gardens in the whole of Spain. This particular one that we're in, where we're inside this current cave, was set up originally for medicine purposes and to grow plants for medical research. But again, over the years, it has grown into something much more than that, and these days is used for family purposes as well. Here, not only do we have the caves for all the family to explore, but we have some rather interesting little fellow prehistoric characters here as well.
Por la mañanita me despierto acompañado. No sabes la suerte que tengo desde que estoy a tu lado.
Cadiz is also famous for its annual carnival, which is held every single year here in February, which is why it also makes it one of the best times of year to come and visit. Now, throughout the year, because of this, there are plenty of auditions and mini festivals held for those who wish to audition to be part of this festival. It's well known for its electrifying themes and bright colours.
Por la mañanita me despierto acompañado. No sabes lo bien que huele el cuarto desde que estoy a tu lado.
The castle of Santa Catalina is located at the end of the Calera beach. Built in 1598, 2 years after England was sacked from Cadiz, it has recently been renovated and recently is now being used as a host of a variety of exhibitions and concerts. Located at the opposite end of the beach, we have the San Sebastian Fortress. Now, this fortress currently's future remains a little bit uncertain. But then here in the middle of the beach, we do have the La Palma. It was once a hotel, but recently again also renovated and converted into an archaeological site, which has a wealth of information about Cadiz and all the history that it has to offer. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there is so much here on offer for you to see and do. It has it all, everything from the seas, the beaches, the gardens, the history, the culture, the carnival. Something for absolutely everyone here is on offer in Cadiz. However, you can turn up at any time of year and get this glorious Mediterranean sunshine. But seeing as we're filming here in the middle of December, and it is just a little bit nippy, I'd advise you to wrap up just a little bit warmer.
Me ha bajado el rendimiento y la productividad. Voy a tomarme vitamina, porque si no es que me van a espachar. Y es que el tiempo nunca corre a mayor velocidad. Solo pienso en una cosa, en cuanto llegue la hora de plegar. Y acá te voy a buscar. Para pa. Nos vemos en tu esquina, cogemos el metro y hay un segurata y no nos podemos colar.